So no, it's not an 8RX, but... Morning guys, and welcome back to Werner Farms. So today we are going to get our rye top dressed with the first application, and I need to get a pump calibrated for the neighbor on his toe to green up. Our toe to green up is not going over there to him, who is spraying our rye. What we're going to do, we're going to get our tender and pump the green up into one of the tanks in there, and then go over to Malden and get 28, and then just mix it all together. That way it's a complete batch for him, and he can just fill up and pump out of there, and not have to worry about getting a tote out there or using his 28 to fill up, so that way it's all right there next to the field. So I'm going to work on getting that pump calibrated, and Dad is down in Stark County moving a pivot back. Kind of a long, weird story on that, but we had to move a pivot down there in Stark County. This thing needs to be pressure washed and hand washed and polished eventually, but for now it's going on the fertilizer tender. Now to hook up to the tender. Go. Can't remember, is this lift gate? No, because sometimes this lift gate likes to settle out. We are good to go. Pump should be good. Let's rock and roll. Good to go. So I guess I'm supposed to start stirring the pot now. Grandpa told me that he got a call this morning. Greenmark's going to be out with the new tractor between 1 and 3. So I guess we have that to look forward to. Our luck, we're going to have to tear the carburetor apart on that. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. So we need right there. Come on. Whoa! Diesel fuel on my GoPro. I'm gonna get it all over the GoPro. Gosh darn it. And we're pumping. I really need to get over to Malden now. It's going on close to 3 o'clock, and let's make sure this valve is open. That way we don't blow anything up when we plug in over there. But John Deere's been here and dropped off the new tractor, and we'll talk about that or show that a little bit later here. And we had a grain marketer from down at Stark County Co-op swing by, and we talked with her for a little while, so that was fun. So hopefully they have everything I need over at Malden, which they should, and get back over here. And I have no clue if we're even going to get our rye sprayed today. Probably going to end up being tomorrow. Not a big deal. Well, we want door number 1. We're like one of the few that actually only use door number 1 because that is for the bottom fill. Door 2 and bay 3 are for overhead fill. And looks like they got a sprayer in the way. Guess I'll have to go in and talk to them, let them know I'm here. Alright, well, they're getting the sprayer moved, and I'm getting 1034.0 also, and that's going to go in the back tank, and that's going to be for our in-furrow mix. That way we've got that ready to go, and when we get our in-furrow micronutrient solution in, we can get that pre-blended with the 1034.0, and we've got it all ready to go. You know, I told Dad that we should have put one of the new semis on the fertilizer tender. My God, we should have. When I went over there, everybody was hounding about, where's the new semi? Where's one of the new trucks? Why isn't one of the new trucks on the fertilizer tender? I'm like, we want to keep them on the hoppers right now. I'm like, I wanted one on the fertilizer tender, but Dad wants to keep them on the hoppers. Well, my God, we want get one on the fertilizer tender. We want to see it over here. We might just do that just yet. Who knows? Well, we are ready to go for top dressing. Whether our neighbor is able to do it today or not, he got a little bit of a late start today on his. But if he can get his done today and have time to do ours, then I guess we'll be top dressing wheat today. So I guess Yes, at least we're ready to rock and roll, and we've got 1034.0 for our info. I know the wind's absolutely horrendous out here, so sorry about that, but right here is actually the dividing line where I drilled rye for cover crop, and then this is where we had our custom applicator broadcasted, and I vertical tilled it in. It just makes me wish that we had a 40-foot air drill, and we could do all of our cover crop through the drill instead of with the vertical till. Not that the vertical till does a poor job, I just feel we get a better stand. Well, it's definitely noticeable that we get a better stand, obviously, with the drill. I mean, you're getting better seed to soil contact, but I would rather do it with the vertical till and have it broadcasted and worked in with the VT, just because it saves us a boatload of time in the fall, especially with attempting to try and consider drilling all of our cover crop acres with our 20-foot drill. Hopefully that's going to be changing here for bean planting and for 2022. We'll just see how the grain markets hold. So no, it's not an 8RX, but it is still pretty cool. This is a 2020 model. It's not a new 2021 model. Actually, we can't even get a fuel-injected 2021 model till October 31st and beyond. That's how far back they're pushed back. So they did have this 2020 model exactly how we wanted it. So we went ahead and jumped on that. And this is a Z955R fuel-injected one, EFI model. And we ended up putting the bagger system on this, the dump from seat bagger. That's more for Grandpa's sake, to make it a little bit easier on him. That way he doesn't have to handle bags. And yeah, this is, I believe, a 60-inch mower deck. And it's a really nice mower. We had that Gravely, I think it's a 250 or 255 Gravely for, I think, 15 years now. And we originally tried a John Deere back in the day, and at the time we weren't really impressed with the John Deere then, and this time around Grandma wanted the John Deere, and I'm really impressed with it. Honestly, this is a really nice zero-turn mower. So big thank you to Green Mark and Matt Gilsinger for hooking us up with this, and yeah, I honestly can't wait to try it out. We do have front weights for it. They're laying over there in the grass. We actually have a couple front weights that we could actually put on this as well from a other mower that we got, I think, way back when. Same weights that would work on this, so if we actually needed more weight for some odd reason, we could hang those on the front. John Deere, new style John Deere weights for the mowers, so that'll work. But yeah, so this will definitely be really nice and quite an upgrade compared to the Gravely that we've had. Dump from seat option. This is actually pretty slick. I didn't know how well this was actually going to work, but it's literally just push this rod over, and it's that simple. It's literally effortless, and yeah, that's actually going to be really nice for him. Yeah, this is the reason, I mean, Grandpa's the whole entire reason why we got this for him. That way he doesn't have to be handling bags, especially at his age. And this will be really nice for him. Even if you just don't want to handle bags, I mean, I think this would be a great option for anybody looking for a dump system like this. I mean, I've seen them all the time down at the farm show advertised, and I didn't know John Deere actually made one till we started talking to our salesman, Matt. And yeah, I'm really impressed with this. This will be really nice. Well, I'm on my 4th load for today up to Union out of 5. Next load's going to be a partial load to fill the balance of this contract. And we've got Hanna coming down this afternoon at some point here, and they're going to be dropping chemical off. Should be just about everything that we need, except a little bit that we'll have to take a tote and refill in season. And then also we've got a customer meeting early evening on the Logan Ag products. A lot of dry fertilizer getting moved today. I don't know how many tenders have been in and out of the dry fertilizer building today. There's been a lot of dry fertilizer spread this past week. Well, that was funny. One of our truck drivers that brings in seed sometimes from the plants down at, from Pioneer, he was hauling beans out for Goliath, and he's like, "What fenders you got on there?" I'm like, "Minimizer." "Well, I gotta go take pictures of them. Man, those look really nice. I gotta go put those on my truck." The compliments on the fenders. Everybody loves those Minimizer fenders, and we love them too. They're really nice. Well, I just got off the phone with Dad, and Hanna just literally showed up, and so he's gonna get them unloaded. He's gotta run down to a neighbor's to pick up a fertilizer tote that we dropped off to him a day or two ago, I believe. And he ran some fertilizer over to another neighbor. And I'm headed back over to our house to put this in the shed. And it just started raining. And I'm not really entirely sure what else we're going to be able to really do today, at least outside. Got some of our chemical here. Good majority of it's here, put it that way. We need to get a pump from Hanna for our cinch. And otherwise we're pretty much good to go for a little while. Running out of room in the shed. We're supposed to get a good load tomorrow of seed from Pioneer, and yeah, we're getting cramped for space here in the shed, so we're gonna have to get a bunch of these beans down over to the neighboring rep to get treated, and we're basically just waiting for the weather to straighten up at this point, because it's supposed to be off and on rain throughout the week, and then we can push out some more seed here and kind of gain some more space back in the shed. So on the planter, we haven't really done much on the planter. It's kind of just been in here and nothing really touched on it, but except we did look at the closing wheels. We figured out what we need to do on those. We just got to fix a couple of things on those, just on a couple rows. Otherwise those are good to go, so there's no update kits or anything that we need to do on them. The spoke gauge wheels, like I talked about in a previous video, we got to put those on. Basically just go through filters and screens, double check a couple of Keaton rows, and otherwise we're pretty much ready to rock and roll. And on the drill, basically just throw some grease on it. Look at a couple of gauge wheels on it. Grandpa thought that there was a gauge wheel or two that we need to take a look at. And then otherwise, we're pretty much ready to rock and roll for Plant 21. With that, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you guys for watching as always. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.